Hello everyone and welcome to the official SWGT YouTube channel. My name is Rune. Today we're going to take a look at SWGT update 6.2.0 through 6.3.0. And so let's dive in. The first update line today takes us over to the monster catalog, but it's more of a platform-wide thing. I have gone through and added in the Demon Slayer monsters. I have also made a couple of changes where I have taken out accents or special characters out of monster names. So for instance, Pave has a accent in their name. Altair does as well down here, which is actually Frederick. Irene, which has an accent on the E, and Jurgen also has a accent in the name. So just making it a little bit easier for everybody to search. Most people don't have those accent characters on their keyboards, and so it makes it really hard for them to search for these monsters. So I have gone through and made those changes. But as I said before, I have also added in all of the Demon Slayer monsters. I have gone through and added all of the skills, all of the skill effects, all the multipliers, everything else. So all of that is there. The next update line takes us over to account analytics, and if we go to artifact details, and so I was talking with some of the Mithril guys, and one of them said, hey, it'd be great if the combined lines are searchable. So if I wanted to say search for all of my water artifacts, but then I want to look for all of my quad lines. And so here it is right here. So now it'll only be in subproperty number 1 box because it doesn't make any sense. You would never combine them with anything else. You would always search for the individual combined lines and then something else perhaps. So for instance, you might want to do a skill 1 on your own turn with the first attack and maybe one other stat. So the overall flexibility is there as well. The only difference here is that the quad lines for additional damage will automatically sort by efficiency because there's nothing else to sort for. If you think about it, it makes no sense to add speed with attack with a defense with a percentage of HP. So it wouldn't sort properly if you didn't ever sort by efficiency because there are other options for a subproperty and the artifact ID. So I have automatically forced it where if you pick the quad line for additional damage, then it automatically picks it for efficiency for that line. So just an overall nice little functionality and feature. Allows you to search for your artifacts even a little bit better. Switching over to the guild side, if I go over to my guild site and I go into my battles, there was an issue with the, if we go to Siege and we go to summaries, if you search for, like let's say an entire season, when you search for your performance, let's say your player renamed themselves in the middle of the season, or let's say they're a new name now, there was an issue where the player name would be sorting wise whatever the alphabetically sorted first one is. So if you went from, let's say, an A and you changed your name to a Z, it would show the A name first because it was just a first in first out kind of a thing. I have gone through and made a change. The platform will now take whatever the current player name is as of right now for all battles and all history and everything else. So that way everything is tied through, and it should fix that issue of the player's name not showing up properly. And last but certainly not least, if we switch back to the public site and we go to the homepage, there is a new plugin update that I have gone through and made a change that will allow you to, in real time, update your runes and artifacts as a part of your equip and unequip. A few updates ago, SWGT already added in any sort of power-ups, any sort of gems, grinds, lock statuses or anything else. That support has been in SWGT Personal for quite a while. But as of this update, SWGT Personal Plus will be able to real-time equip and unequip runes. So for instance, if I go into my account analytics and I go to my monsters, and so for a quick example, I have my tablet up on my left-hand side here, and if we go into my Helena, you'll see that my Helena currently has no runes on her. And so if I, scroll down to my Helena and I go into equip and I do all runes and artifacts from my other Helena and I press save, if I refresh my screen, you can now see that all of my runes and artifacts have been moved over. So it's just that simple. Essentially, whenever you're equipping and unequipping runes, powering up, and doing a gem grind, anything else, SWGT now have live updates. Again, this equip and unequip real-time feature is specifically for SWGT Personal Plus subscribers only, and it will work for your normal builds and as well as your RTA. And so if you're an SWGT Personal Plus subscriber, you will want to update your plugin. If you have SWGT 0.62 or better if you go to the top of your settings and you enable auto updates from plugins. If you just close SWGT and reopen it with that option turned on, it'll automatically update your plugin. If you don't, then I recommend you go out to the GitHub link and you download the latest version. And so once you reopen up SWGT with the latest plugin version, I have gone through and rearranged the SWGT personal logger a little bit. I have renamed up at the top of the enabled section, or rather right underneath enabled, there used to be a save to file as well, and a lot of people didn't really know what that meant. I have renamed that to save file for debugging, because that's really all that it's actually for. I have actually moved it towards the bottom of the list as well. There is also a new option for real-time equip/remove runes/artifacts, and so that feature, if you have it turned on, it'll be turned off by default. And so with that real-time option turned on, it'll automatically update SWGT. So as you move around your runes during your battles and such, all your runes will be kept up to date. And that's it for today. I just wanted to say a thank you to all the Patreon members who subscribe to SWGT and to all the people that constantly give feedback about the platform. It's only through your support and efforts that SWGT is what it is today. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. We all make SWGT better together. And with that, don't forget to smash those like buttons, and I'll see all of you on the battlefield.